I have been sent into the world to receive God's new revelation for this time and the times to come. I have been sent here from the angelic assembly, of which I am a part. I have been sent here with the blessings of Jesus, Buddha, and Mohammed, who are all part of the angelic assembly, the great former messengers that have come to the world, to further human civilization, and to bless and honor the power and the presence that lives within the human family. They are all servants of God, as am I. I have come now to this great turning point in humanity's evolution and history, to prepare humanity for a world in decline, a world of diminishing resources, and the growing risk of perpetual war and conflict. I have come to prepare humanity for its engagement with a universe full of intelligent life, an engagement that has already begun in ways that are detrimental to the freedom and future of humanity. I have come from the assembly to bring God's new revelation to the world, given now not to one tribe or one group or one chosen people, but to all the people of the world, given in the simplest form possible, given now not in anecdotes or pastoral terms, but in simple direct language, with much clarification and repetition. Given now in such a way that it could be translated easily into all the world's languages. Given now that it can be understood by all who seek a genuine connection with the divine, and who realize that they are in the world for a greater purpose, and seek to know that purpose and to live that purpose. Heaven has sent me here. Here I am a man, I am imperfect, but I bring with me the power of and the will of heaven, and of the great assembly that watches over the world. I bring the blessing of heaven, but also the warning of difficult times ahead, for which every person must prepare to whatever extent they can. I have come to bring a revelation about life in the universe that has never been presented in the world before, so that humanity can understand the greater environment of life in which we have always lived here, and for which you must now prepare. I bring the strength of knowledge that is the core of all the world's religions, which is the deeper aspect of each person that is still connected to God, and that will lead each person towards a greater redemption and service in the world, if it could be recognized clearly, and if the steps to this knowledge can be established and made available to people everywhere. For God has not lost sight of the needs of humanity, and has more to say to an evolving world. There is no one in the world, no scripture, no teacher, not even the angelic assembly, that can say what God can or cannot do next. For God speaks when God wills, and God has now sent a great message into the world for all the world's peoples to hear and to understand. Let no one then deny this, for it would be foolish and ignorant to do so. And people of good faith in all religious traditions understand that God's new revelation will enrich your tradition and give it a greater future and destiny in a changing world, and also within a greater community of life in the universe. In this, all God's previous revelations will be honored and uplifted and fulfilled. Only God knows how this is possible and what this truly means. Therefore, with commitment and humility, I bring to you God's new revelation for the world. May you have the humility, the honesty, and the sincerity to receive it and to consider it for yourself, and to recognize its great well of wisdom and the pathway to redemption that it offers, that is now given in a pure form uncorrupted and unchanged by human adoption, human manipulation, and human corruption. I am the messenger for God's new revelation. It is my great honor and burden to bring this into a world of contention, disagreement, and denial. Despite the difficulties in carrying out such a great task, it is the will of heaven that it be so. It is the will of heaven that humanity face the great change that is coming and be uplifted and strengthened by it in all ways.